Today we celebrate the memorial of the 7 founders of the Servite Order. The 7 of them were all noble men, and they belonged to a sodality dedicated to the Blessed Virgin Mary, and then entered upon a path of religious life in which they dedicated themselves to our Blessed Lady under the title of Servants of Mary. Hence we call them the founders of the Servite Order. And in particular, they had a devotion to Our Lady under the title of Mother of Sorrows, and promoted devotion to the 7 sorrows of our Blessed Lady through the chaplet of the 7 sorrows. And the sorrows of Our Lady are very much like the Stations of the Cross. And in fact, there's a devotion within the Church called the Ave Maria, which is the 7 sorrows built as stations in which a person can move from station to station, remembering the sorrows of the Blessed Mother. And these traditions, whether it be those of the Stations of the Cross that we have here in the church, or the Stations of the Via Matris, goes back to the tradition that Our Lady herself followed these stations in Jerusalem when she lived there. She went to the actual places that she saw Jesus and experienced him during his passion and his way of the cross. Also, there's a tradition in Ephesus where she is said to have died and assumed into heaven. That's one of the traditions in any case, and her house has been venerated there in Ephesus for thousands of years. There is also Stations of the Cross there that date back to the earliest part of the Christian era. And the tradition there is that it was built by Our Lady, that she walked the Stations of the Cross, remembering the passion and the sorrows of our Lord. And so the devotion to the 7 sorrows, and in particular the chaplet of the 7 sorrows, which was promoted by the Servite brothers, is a particular way in which we can live in solidarity with the sorrow of our Blessed Mother, and think about the things that she thought about when she remembered what our Lord went through for the sake of our salvation. Our Lady's heart is open to her children. That's one of the sorrows, is the presentation of the child Jesus in the temple and the prophecy of Simeon, whereby Our Lady's heart was opened. That's where she became our mother, when she embraced all of us, even though we are sinful, and brought about the death of her Son. Her heart is open to us in sorrow and in compassion. She has compassion for her Son, first of all, but she has also compassion for us and wants us to be children of God, true children of God, and her true children as well. So in today's Mass, in the opening collect, we prayed that as we might have the tears of Our Lady, so those tears may be turned to joy through our eternal salvation. And at the end of the Mass, we will ask for the grace to stand with Our Lady at the foot of the cross, which is what we do in every holy sacrifice of the Mass. Our Lady is here with us, and she wants us to look upon our Lord as she did, with love and compassion, and with a hatred for sin, and a desire to please him above all things. Our Lady, at the foot of the cross, embraced all of us as her children, and she did what all of us are supposed to be doing in every holy sacrifice of the Mass: offer Jesus to his eternal Father and offer our hearts in union with his. We can perfect that offering and make it completely pleasing to God by offering our hearts in union with Our Lady and allowing her to offer them in union with her Son. This is a grace that all of us should pray for, to have compassion on our Lord with the heart of Mary, and to offer a sacrifice that is pure and acceptable to the Lord.
You